Guys, what the heck, man? You didn't tell me it was 2020 all over again. GameStop went up almost 30% on the day, and now it's breaking out to multi-month highs. What the heck is going on? So we're going to break down the charts here, my thoughts, and we'll take a look at some other stocks later in the video, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and follow me on X and on TikTok at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I got to sneeze again. Holy crap. So like I said, guys, GameStop went up 30 freaking percent on the day, which has me thinking, wait a second, is it 2020 again? Obviously it's not. Like I've said before, I think the meme rally is completely done. It's over. It is one nail away from being fully in the coffin. But that doesn't mean we can't see little rallies like this, little, quote unquote. If you guys saw 2020, this is little compared to 2020, right? But it doesn't mean we can't see these rallies, and this is exactly what we're noticing right now and notice this is after we hit a new low. I mean, look, GameStop just hit $9.95, which, when was this? About 2 weeks ago. And notice every time we get completely destroyed on the stock, we get some sort of rally after, right? And obviously we can't predict how much the rally is going to be or exactly when it's going to come, but it's prone to having these rallies. You guys can see back in November we had a big push from 12 to about 18. Just recently, back in the end of March, from 13 up to about 16. Then that sold off big time after earnings, and I'm sure shorts made a killing on that. They piled up. And I don't think there was a catalyst today. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, exactly. Look. It says it right here. GameStop shares are trading higher despite no company-specific announcements, which that's kind of how it is these days. It's not like GameStop is doing anything revolutionary or investing a bunch in, an untapped area that could yield a ton of new opportunity for the company, right? It's pretty much a dead company, let's be honest here. And they have these rallies here and there, right? So let me show you on this 1-year chart. Let me show you this. This is clearly a bull trap, right? I could be wrong. It could go higher. Who the heck knows? But this is clearly a bull trap in my opinion, right? We can see if I draw the channel out, let me get the circles out as well. We can see this is kind of where I'm expecting them to sell off based on what we've done over the past year. And I'm not saying this to rain on your parade or anything like that. And I'm sure I'm not raining on anybody's parade. You guys know this is probably going to dump again. But it's just being realistic, right? This is very realistic. We're getting to the top. I don't expect this thing to break out. Who knows? Again, I could be wrong. It could go to 25, 30 bucks for all we know, but I feel like profit taking is going to start occurring, at these levels here. What do you guys think? I mean, look, on the 3-year chart, we can see how high we got a couple years ago, and you guys will realize we're well off that point. And you'll see we hit 120 bucks, and mind you, we've had a couple splits, or is it just one? So yeah, it looks like we had one split. So at one point we were at 480 bucks per share, roughly. So we hit 120, multiply that by 4. That was pre-split. So we were at 480 on GameStop. You guys probably remember that. And now we're at 16. So if we multiply 16 by 4, we're at what? $64 versus the 480 all-time high before the split. So we're still down big time, big time on GameStop. And I don't think this rally has legs, especially since there's no company-specific information that will give it legs, right? This is going to be a short-term rally, and I'm actually tempted to buy puts on this. I haven't done that yet, but I might consider doing it maybe at some point next week. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated in the Patreon, of course. I post all my moves on there. Check it out. Link down below if you guys are interested. And GameStop, I could be wrong, man, but I'm not loving it. So let me know your thoughts. And this is after we had a very good day in the stock market today. I'm sure you guys saw we had the S&P up over 1.2%. Russell up 1%. You guys can see right here. Let me pull it up, which that's at 2,030 points right now. The Dow went up 1.2%. The NASDAQ, thanks to Apple, went up roughly 2%. So if you're in the stock market, if you have a 401k, if you have ETFs, today was a great day. Whether you're in Apple, whether you're in the S&P, the NASDAQ, whatever, the Dow. You had a great day today, and we're on the verge of potentially breaking out on triple Q. We're testing this trend line right here, which we talked about in recent videos. So if we do start pushing 438, 440 plus, we could start seeing some legs on this rally on the overall stock market and, SPY triple Q. And I think the others will follow as well. The Russell's a bit behind, I'd say. Let me show you the Russell. It's still in a vulnerable spot. It's not yet above the highs from the end of last year, being about 2075, which I'm not loving. So I'd want to see it break out of there. Then from that point, all right, 2135, maybe higher is where it could be going. So let me show you some other stocks here that went up today that it doesn't really make much sense. I think Beyond Meat ran on no catalysts, which this is another one of those quote-unquote dead companies, in my opinion. The fake meat rally is, it's obviously they still sell product in the store, but their sales are down big time. The whole, I don't want to call it a fad or anything like that, because veganism is not a fad. But guys, the proof's in the pudding. The movement, the fake meat movement, is not what it once was back when this company went public, which you guys remember. I was making YouTube videos back then. You guys probably don't remember that. I'm not sure how many of you have been watching that long. But in 2019, when they went public, the stock was at $2.30. And, now it's at $8 per share. That should tell you everything right there. And it's rallying on the day. It went up 13%. But, of course, I am not trusting that rally at all. And I could easily see this being a nice short opportunity, just like GameStop. Literally, the same thing I said could apply here. Well, one thing that makes this tricky, though, is that Beyond Meat does report earnings this upcoming week. So I'm not messing with it for that reason, right? So we have earnings coming up. God knows what's going to happen with those numbers. Maybe it goes up another 20%. I don't want to get screwed by buying puts. But if we see, the earnings come out, maybe we get an opportunity after that, by all means, I'll be looking to take it. But for now, with earnings coming up, I'm going to be cautious with BYND, but GameStop, I'm leaning more towards as a shorter-term trade by buying puts, right? We'll see. I didn't do it yet. Like I said, I'll let you guys know next week, whenever I do it next week. But that's kind of what's on my thoughts, or on my head right now as we're heading into the weekend. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to check out my Patreon if you guys want to see me build out the Patreon portfolio with $100 per week. I'm showing you all the moves, buys, sells, returns, all that good stuff. So on Patreon, I'm also posting moves like this, like the GameStop move I'm looking to make this upcoming week. And there's also charts, a bunch of stuff on Patreon, guys. So check it out down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon, or just use the QR code right here, and I'll catch you all later.